there's one thing you can do. It's another one of these kind of magic bullets, and it's really the core of everything I know about. And it's about this paths idea. There are 3 levels of marketing. All right, so 3 levels of marketing. There's the cold, there's the warm, and then there's the hot. These are the 3 levels. The cold level is cold calling, direct mail, billboards. Just there's no pre-existing relationships. There's no real warmth. You're a total stranger. And at the cold level, you are investing 10 units of effort and you get 1 unit of reward. The cold level is kind of like the old TV show Cheers, except nobody knows your name and nobody's glad you came. And yet, this is how people think about marketing. As soon as I start talking about marketing, people think cold level. They think, oh, I have to go to random business mixers with people I don't know and hand out my business card for no reason, just to make sure everyone has it, as if to say, hey, so good to meet you. Hey, can you throw this out for me? Thank you so much, I was going to do it myself, but you just seem closer to the... That's the cold approach. This doesn't work very well from like an energy system standpoint. It's unsustainable. You're putting in so much effort and you're getting so little reward. The other level is the warm level. And the warm level is more of a 1-to-1 ratio of effort to reward. And this is all about kind of partnerships. Partnerships and hubs. Identifying your hubs, which we'll talk about in a second what that means. But basically, instead of trying to do it all yourself, most solo entrepreneurs are like solo entrepreneurs, and it's a very lonely process. And we can build things a lot stronger together in partnership and supporting each other. So for example, raise your hand if you're on my email list. Oh, wow, okay, a bunch of you. Damn it, well, that doesn't work well for the example. So when I went to Ottawa, the first time, nobody was on my email list. I'd never done a workshop, or maybe there were some people who just found me randomly. But I had never been to Ottawa, and yet we filled 2 day-long events like this with 60 people each. I spent maybe 3 hours working on that. How is that possible? Because Heather Garrett, who runs Planet Botanics in Ottawa, hosted me. She's a hub. She's very well connected and well respected in the scene, and she endorsed me to her community. They trust her, they came. Yeah? Any tactic that you can think of, I promise you will work better if we figure out a way to connect it to a hub. Yeah.
What does she run?
Planet Botanics, it's a holistic store. Like they sell soaps and crystals and patchouli, all those things. Yes, I can smell it on half of you. Anyways. So she hosted, and that works better. So yeah, any strategy works better with a hub attached to it. For example, you write an article or a blog post, you put on your blog, it sits there lonely, nobody ever sees it for the rest of the time. Versus, you write that same article, let's say you're a yoga teacher, and you write an article and you post it on elephantjournal.com that is seen by millions of people. And they can go back and find you and your website. Does it make sense that works better, like a lot? Doing a talk and trying to fill it yourself with your own crowd. You'll fill the first 1 or 2, but eventually your crowd's like, I've seen your stuff, and it goes down. Versus you find a conference that has already gathered your ideal people together and you get booked as a speaker at that conference and you talk to 1,000 people who are all your ideal client. That's better. Networking. 2 ways you could use hubs in networking. One is, most people when they go networking are kind of in the mindset of I'm trying to find clients. I want to suggest that's a stressful way to do networking, because now we're in the mindset of trying to get the sale somewhere. So this is from Bill Barron, a colleague of mine. He suggested when you go networking, don't go networking for clients, go networking for hubs. Go networking for people who might in the long term be really good partners for you who could refer dozens of clients. And again, the value of this, 1 really good hub for you. Dozens of clients who not just are paying you the front end, but the back end. So let's say the back end for you is $300 of an average client right now. And you get one hub at a networking event who ends up, over the span of their relationship with you, just 10 clients they refer you. That's $3,000 from that one. You get it? Like, this is, there's an impact here. So you can networking for hubs. Here's another way that hubs can work in networking even better. Because let's say you go to the networking event and you're still networking, but it's cold, they don't know you, versus the host of the party introduces you around to the people you need to meet. That's better. Because you're not just like, hey, I'm a stranger, I'm going to try to build rapport. Some people are really good at that. It's like the host being like, here's a really great person, you need to trust them. They're great. And it's like, oh, because there are people in your life who, when they recommend a band or a movie to see or a book to read, you're just like, I'll get it. They are your filter. You're just like, your taste is amazing. You say yes to everything. There are other people like, man, I just saw the best movie. You've got to check it out. And you're like, let me write down the name of this movie. Thanks, so I can make sure that I never see it. Thank you for your consistent terrible taste in all things cultural. There are those people too. But so hubs is really key here. No matter what tactic we talk about, you tweet it yourself, so many people see it. It gets shared or retweeted by somebody who's got a following of like 100,000. That's better. So we want to have our eye towards that. Of course, the hot level is where you put 1 unit of effort and you get 10 units of reward. And this is where you have become a hub. This is where you are the go-to person. You're the trusted advisor on a certain issue. Oh, so good. You're the trusted advisor on whatever issue it is. For example, if you have scoliosis and you want to do yoga in this town, who do you talk to? You talk to Yoga Cat. She does yoga for scoliosis. She is definitely the hub. And hub just in the scoliosis scene, probably in general. Another example of hubs, by the way, also from Victoria, there's a lovely fellow, Ahmed Miles. Does anyone know him? He's a white, British, Sufi, Chinese medical practitioner. Yeah, he's quite the mix. One of the loveliest men. If you're looking for an acupuncturist in Victoria, Ahmed Miles, I don't know where he practices, ask around, he's great. I asked him, so where do you get most of your clients? And he said, it's mostly 2 sources. And I'll get back to those sources in a little bit. But it was like 2 main hubs gave him almost all of his clients. So it doesn't have to be a ton.